again, for you all, welcome to the Combat 101 class at the FGC College, or FGC actually, because FGC is already college inside. Hope you had a nice day until now, because now it ends as you're going to be killed. What I do in my classes is mainly I'll give you a small head up on 5E theory in the beginning, how the game works, and we are then also talking a bit about fantasy grounds, but not too much. And I wouldn't give you too much of theory either. I think that's a better way to do a small or soft learning curve by actually jumping into the game and just trying it out a bit. And I also would like to do a bit of role playing, but not too much. And well, let's see how it goes. So all of you who are already connected to the chat, to the game, should see a player selection, character selection sheet.
Yeah.
It should have opened automatically before you. Just freely choose one. I don't mind if the group is not fitting together or not. Just freely choose one you'd like to have. The first one, the first gets first. That's what I think is the best way. And I would love it if you would please enter your name, the Discord name, tag into the name of the character. Okay, I see all you guys already know. Yes.
Can I join in?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Who's can I?
Monty.
Okay, yeah, sure. You'd like to do it again?
Yeah, maybe be smashed this time.
Okay, good. Yeah, sure. Just choose a character. I had two guys not coming. I was fully booked, but two said they cannot attend. I've asked one who'd like to participate and was in my waiting room, but he's not giving me any feedback, so no problem. I have two spaces left, actually. Now just one.
Okay.
Okay, I see K. Melsom. Is that correctly pronounced? K. Melsom? Should I call you that way? Are you with us, K. Melsom? Is that right? Okay, I believe so. And Takito, that's the second one. I see you've taken a character.
Yeah.
And I can call you Takito. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Wonderful. And then I see Sinister took one, and Damon
Yes.
also. All right. So
I fixed my video issue. I'm connecting right now.
wonderful. Yeah, I see that you're connecting. Please, both of you, Monty, Vertigo, just choose another character and give it your name. And that's all of it.
Okay.
Oh, good. You're using big fonts. Perfect.
Yeah, I've used the biggest font extension. It's 14 PDI, I think. It's better readable then. All right, there's the next one coming. Dark Elf, nice. Please give it your name on the main tab.
Typing it now.
Perfect. Okay, Kamelson was changing the name to Kari, so I should call you Kari, okay? That's what I see. And Monty is also there. All right. Then let me put you into the combat tracker. Wonderful. So again, thank you for being here today. what I'd like to do before we go into on the map would be telling you a bit about myself, and I give you also the opportunity to give a small introduction of yourself if you want to. You don't need to, of course, because this class is YouTubed. I think I should not give too much personal information, but you're free to do as you wish, of course. So for myself, it's I'm doing role playing for more than 20 years already. I've done a lot of systems like Shadowrun, like DSA, which is a famous German role playing game, an aged one, I would say, called The Dark Eye. I guess maybe some know. No, I guess an AD&D, D&D 3.5, 5e, of course, and other systems you might never heard of. I enjoy that very much. I have some private rounds, of course, and as time went by, people actually moved a lot, and that's why Fantasy Grounds came into my thoughts, and I've used it a lot in the past to still be able to do some gaming. Although I would say it's not kind of replacing the private gaming you can make if you meet some people in a room. That's the one side of role playing which I really like very much, and the other one would be doing Fantasy Grounds. It's not replacing each other. It's kind of a great benefit to have a tool like Fantasy Grounds around and being able to use it um, for things like that. So yeah, I would say I'm an experienced role player because of that, as I'm doing it so long. But and I'm also underlining role playing before rules. So I would say doing a good role play is much more interesting and much better than having I would say 1 hour of rules discussion. Okay, that's what I can tell you about me. What about you, Monty?
Well, I'm like I said before, this is my second class. Uh, I already played the D&D when I was young, and now I just made Fantasy Grounds and D&D 40E, and now I'm just going back to play because well, I like it.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Kari, what about you? Your own voice? If you're not on voice, it might be just for your information. It might be, or maybe you're talking, but I can't hear you. Kari, please check if you're muted somewhere. If you're not on voice, it might be very difficult for you to keep up. But nevertheless, you can be with us. I would just recommend please use the chat of the Fantasy Grounds program on the lower left side. It's originally, if you're not pushed it somewhere else, please use it because otherwise, if you're just moving your character around and not really with us by text or voice, it might be not useful to do the class today. Okay. All right. Takito, what about you? Oh, okay. You're speaking. I read it. Then please check your microphone. Are you on mute on the lower left in the Discord chat? Please check that also. All right, that sounds to be a good idea. Just restart the application. Maybe it works later. What about you, Takito? Would you like to go on?
Sure. I just started playing Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know much. I'm still learning. I started learning right now in Fantasy Grounds and on Roll20. And I'm really interested in the game, and well, that's it.
Okay, so both, I guess, 5e a bit and also how Fantasy Grounds works, right?
Yes.
I've originally used Roll20 also a bit, but I would say I like Fantasy Grounds more, but that's of course a subject, I would say a personal opinion. Okay, thank you. What about you, Sinister?
I'm new to Dungeons and Dragons and Fantasy Grounds, so I have little experience, but I do have played some RPGs, so I'm familiar with the theory or concepts.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you very much. And you, Damon?
I'm new to Dungeons and Dragons. I've never really played at all, but I love RPGs. I've been playing RPGs my entire life. Mostly just role-playing games, but not so much as RP. But yeah, I used to play Dragon Warrior when it came out in like the 80s and stuff. So I've been playing for a very long time RPGs. I just haven't gone into Dungeons and Dragons because I wasn't big on role-playing. But I see that I could get into this because I kind of had a lot of fun on the class that we had the other day,
Which
just with
one
the
did you
few
do?
of us. We did a little adventuring with some minor combat stuff. The founder took us in, and three of us, and we went in and did adventure stuff. And I really got into it. I got into it more than I thought I would. So
Okay.
I was really surprised.
So let's see if I can assist this idea and support you a bit more today. Let's see. Are you setting inspiration on my chart? I did, yeah. Vertigo.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. Yeah, I did.
I took it out. I thought I said it by
No,
accident.
no, you can have it. I gave inspiration to all of you. Okay, what about you, Vertigo? You'd like to share some information about you with the group?
Yeah, sure. So 83 comes from my date of birth, because you've been wondering.
Mm-hmm.
My year of birth, actually. I have some experience with RPGs. I've played Numenera and Infinity RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
But D&D, I'm new. Yesterday was the first time I played D&D. So I'm looking forward to actually learning how to play and use the modules from Fantasy Ground. I've been using Fantasy Ground for Numenera almost a year now, so I have some experience with it, but not necessarily with the effects and the module of Dungeons and Dragons. Because for Numenera, even though they have official support for it, we've used Core RPG for it, so we don't have all the fancy custom coding that D&D has.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, thank you.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, there you are. Can you hear
Oh,
us or me?
yeah, I can.
Hi.
So originally I could hear you, but I couldn't hear anybody else. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, great. That is working for you. So, so the easiest thing is restarting, and that works, right? You did nothing else?
Yeah, I just disconnected the voice and reconnected it. I don't know. Figure. Go
Yeah, sometimes if
Um,
you're putting your headphone or headset in after you've started Discord, then this gets trouble sometimes, but I don't know if you did that.
yeah. So I can tell you a little bit about myself. So I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons back since like second edition. So I've played it mainly live, and for me, I'm just live far enough away from everybody that it's I thought it'd be more convenient to learn how to do it online, and was looking and found Fantasy Grounds, started playing with it, and just trying to figure out how it all works.
Sounds good. Okay, let's see if I can help you with a touch on it today a bit more. What I did is I've given you guys all just level 1 characters. The reason that's of course a little bit dangerous because you can die very easily, but the reason why I've done this is we're not talking today much about abilities or things the character can do. Yeah, you can feature roleplay. Of course, you can use your abilities and all the things which I've listed into your charts. If you know how to use them, if you don't know, just ask me. If you'd like to use them, just ask me. But we won't go in and touch those details too much today because the idea of this class was to introduce Fantasy Grounds mechanics, of course, and also 5e Syrian mechanics, and that of simple combat, like easy spells, like ranged and melee combat, of course, also together with a bit of fun, but not really going too deep into what you can do with the character. And for example, if we would choose fifth level character, that would be completely different class. And there will be advanced classes like that, but not before next year. early next year, I think, but nevertheless, not before next year. That I guess next step would be I'm going to share the image with you all. Hopefully this is. Give me a sec. It's preloading. There you go. So should be open for all of you. Please tell me if you don't see it.
I have a gray screen that says loading. I see like little icons.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna load eventually. Can
Yeah.
you see the tokens?
I mean, they have an upstream of, I don't know, not so
There we go.
great, but it should work.
Mine's already ready. Well, I think so.
Great. Yeah, the others should follow. So you're with me on a mask map. Today, I was thinking about letting you choose one of my scenarios today, but I didn't do that because Monty is now with us again, and I didn't. And I think Monty, you'd like to play a different one than the last time, and there would be a chance that
Okay.
everyone is voting for the map we've done last time. So, hope you all see us. See the map right now. I think if you don't have further questions about the class and about what we're doing, I'd like to give you a small introduction. What about 5e Combat actually is? Please stop me if you still have questions. Okay.